Hey yo, this is Angelo again with an update. Really thought I could just backing up here. There's a lot of old people in this complex, so I don't want to run anyone over. So just go real slow, okay? So we have 5 units vacant, and I'm pretty pumped. And it's sort of that redundancy game where I literally just did 3 takes on, so it's like a sales presentation for each unit. I kind of like highlight every tiny feature, so people can get a lot of clarity as to like when they live in the place. This is what it's gonna be like. So I actually did 3 takes. I think earlier I said I would do 2. Just looking at my map, moving out of the way. I would do 2, like 1 in this suit and then 1 in kind of like the more casual. Actually, I did 3 takes because I'm gangsta. Okay. Did 3 takes, and basically what the third take is about is the third take is basically about hold on, dangerous illegal U-turn here. If you can't drive illegally, you have no business being in this business. I'm just kidding. Not really. The third take is actually point of view. So right now I'm like doing so a lot of people when they walk through units, like, oh, here's the bathroom, oh, here's the kitchen, like no shit, like we know that's a fucking kitchen, like you don't have to tell us, we can see it. So a lot of people do that point of view thing, and I was kind of against it, so that's why I kind of did this selfie thing. It's kind of harder to film because you're kind of walking backwards, things of that nature. So I thought I would do like a selfie thing, and with 2 pieces of clothing, right? With this one and more casual one, and the tone to sort of match it. And I think my tone just degraded to just being very casual regardless of what clothes I'm in. So there you have it. And then the third one, I decided to do the point of view first person thing, because one thing that you don't get with the selfie videos, even though like you being in front of camera builds more trust, things of that nature, one thing you don't get when you do these selfie videos and you don't do it in like a first person POV is that it's harder to convey the feeling of like them actually living there. So if it's like first person POV, that's like, oh, you film it as if they're getting out of bed, you film it as if they're using the kitchen, you film it as if they're watching television, right? So 3 takes for each one taking about 10 minutes. So it's like 4 times 3 or 12 takes. 12 takes on 10 minutes is about 2 hours of filming, and plus filming this, driving around, lunch break, things like that, and kind of redoing some takes that I fucked up. So now last unit, I think each hour takes me about an hour, because I also need to charge the phone, because I'm running out of battery, so I bought my phone charger, so like I'm just plugging it in and charging it and kind of waiting for that as well. So it also takes some time. It's already like 2:40, I think. When I first said I started, it was like 8:26 when I first left the house or something like that. So it's been going on, like just filming for 6 hours. I can't wait. Super stoked to see what I can kind of salvage from all like 12 takes and see if we can have any usable material, or maybe I can splice, kind of different things together. But then people were like, why is this in first person? And then he flips to a suit, and then he flips to a polo. But this should be enough raw content for me to actually work with and mold. And I'm really thinking for the 3 takes, like 3 different styles in the suit, in the casual thing, in the first person thing. I would just make 3 separate videos of those, split test all 3 of them between maybe a $20 to $40 per day budget on Facebook, Google, and then kind of see what the response is for the video walkthrough. So of course, I mean, the targeting is going to be very important in online marketing, because it's like, well, how do you target people who are going to be traveling to California, ideally for work, but traveling to California just by itself is good enough. Okay, so this is a lot of work for like a small detail of the whole funnel, because the whole funnel is like, you have the ad, and the ad maybe have its own video, and things of that nature. Just really just like doing more and more content out there, and kind of just filming different stuff. And then for this last unit, I'm gonna have like an anti Airbnb kind of like a public service announcement, like a PSA thing, and then kind of filmed that. I got that fucking hidden camera thing in the trunk of the car, so I hope I don't forget, because I don't want to drive all the way out here to redo that take, because I have a green screen at home and I could maybe pull it off there, but I think actually doing it within the unit is a beautiful thing. So yeah, on to my last unit, 3 more takes plus the commercial to go. It'll probably take about an hour and a half, and hopefully I could get done filming at 4 p.m. But then now I have like hours of content to edit, and that'll take probably even longer. So maybe I'll just edit, you know. So what I like in entrepreneurship is editing, is going deep before going wide. So like you can say, well, before I deploy the ads, edit all the videos, or deploy, just edit a couple videos and start deploying the ads. I'm gonna try to do the latter, because while I'm editing the other videos, that one video, I can already tell how well or poor it's doing, so I can edit the other videos with more knowledge, and then each video I edit gets better and better. Whereas if I edit all videos, I'm like, oh, people respond to X instead of Y, and I edit like 9 out of 10 videos in the X fashion instead of Y fashion, then I got to start over and do it all over again, right? So I like going deep. I like kind of see and testing what the market wants before doing like a lot of redundant work, because like editing is a lot of redundant work, right? Like I edit one video and I stutter, I edit that out. The second video, I'm just editing the same thing. So if I stutter in the next video, then I try to edit that out. Or if I like just like stare blankly into space, I'm like, okay, well, this is 8 seconds and nothing. I'll edit that out as well. So this is like just like a little fun video vlog of me kind of hustling today. Woke up at 6, had breakfast and all that stuff, but I didn't really vlog that. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know when you're watching this, or you're watching this as a series. I don't even know how I'm going to put this together. If it's going to be like a cool series of like vlog number 1 and it's just like one giant video, or maybe I just split it up into 3 different parts. You know, let me know what you think. If you have any comments on it, you know, definitely welcome some feedback. This is kind of more entertainment, and maybe this will help you out if you're running furnished rentals as well. Maybe you take something away from it. You know, this kind of series of videos in this specific vlog. Hopefully, I don't have to do this stuff too much and run around, and hopefully all my vlogs in the future is kind of more remote work, because even though I don't want to be soft, right, and I want to, like, you know, be a gangster in terms of being operating in entrepreneurism, I want to hustle in front of a computer, because if I have to hustle like this, being in the units, it makes life a lot harder, because if I want to travel a lot while running the business, that would be fairly difficult if this is just required of us. Now on the flip side, it's actually okay, because so this is like doing a sales pitch over and over and over again, right? By the 3rd take in each unit, I'm like, oh, okay, this feature, and I'm just gonna like plug them, okay? And so what's happening is like, oh, okay, like you just get better and better at it, to the point where maybe in the future I'll just know exactly if I should just wear this, or wear the polo, or wear something else, whatever it may be. I'll know exactly what to do. And the beautiful thing about this is that there's no maintenance, right? Like if I'm like so good at promoting units that like so good at promoting units that I only need to do 1 take later, then I just go to each unit once, I plug it with my heart out, do 1 take, and then that video will live forever, right? Like if you do a perfect sales pitch video sales letter perfectly, that shit's just gonna live on the internet forever. So you can just deploy the same content over and over again, right? Like it could be 10, 20, 30 years old. So unless people stop using the video medium and use like 3D video or like some other medium, then I don't really have to maintain it. I don't have to refilm anything, right? So it's not like cleaning or anything. This is like a one-time hit that you do have to take in order for you to do kind of third-party promotions that don't rely on just drafting on Airbnb success. or VRBOs or second address, right? So this is really a campaign after what's happened. Even we get our units back, we're going to campaign the hell out of ourselves. We're talking like $30, $40, $100 a day, I don't care what it takes, to market the fuck out of our business. So even if Airbnb bans us in the future for some random reason, maybe like one of their guests puts a dead body in our fucking unit, because like 10% of them are probably like criminals, I don't know. I'm not jaded. Then they deactivate our account for whatever random reason. Maybe they found like a mosquito in there and they deactivate our accounts. Then what we can do is like be like, whatever, that like we lost like 2 reservations because so many of our reservations, like we'll get to reactivating Airbnb sometime in the future, as opposed to right now we're like frantically trying to do it, just because like it's just so difficult. So here I am at the last unit, and I think I've rambled long enough, and that's probably all I want to talk about anyway. So yeah, hope this finds you well, and I'll talk to you soon. I'm actually drinking like this like oolong milk tea to give me some more juice, some more sugar, so I can kind of finish this last unit out. So